Yeah, hello guys. What's up, everyone? What's up, my fans? Yeah, it's more Easy Graphics here back again. Yeah, I've been away for a while. I know you guys have been like, "What is happening? Why are you not here?" I've been getting some messages from my fans, and yeah, actually, I'm back. I'm back. I'm fully back. So I was away due to some logistics. So, but right now I'm back on track. So for today, I'll be teaching us how to design a church flyer, and I'll be giving you flyers on church back to back this time. So just stay tuned and watch. So I'll be doing a church flyer on Photoshop. Uh, Without wasting much of our time, let's just get started. Yeah. Before we start, I would like you guys to actually subscribe to my page and comment, like, and make sure you share because so many people need to know how to do this. So I want you to share and like, also comment. So without wasting much of our time, let's just get started as usual. Now I'm going to create a new page. This is what I want to do. I'm going to create a new page, and I'm going to be using 3000 by 3000 pixel and 300 resolution. I'm going to create. So the first thing I'm going to be doing here is to add my background color. So I'm going to duplicate this background. You can do Ctrl J, but for the sake of the new so people that will be saying this for the first time, or they don't know how to use some of the shortcuts or anything, some of the the way Photoshop is being used. So I'll be doing this from a scratch. I'll be actually mixing it up. So I'm going to be putting using this color. Sorry, I have a file here already that has a description of every code I use, every stuff I use here. So I'm going to be using purple. I'm going to copy this color and come over here, then paste it here and click OK and come to my bucket tools. This is a paint bucket tools. I'm going to click on the background to affect that. So now the next thing is to bring in my background image. These two image are the image I'm going to be using. So I'm going to drag them here at the same time. So I'm going to edit one after the other and match them together at the end. So this is okay, yeah, and this is also okay. So let me treat the first one, which is this. So this is going to change, oh, something. So I'm going to actually work on this. I'm going to change it to black and white, the two. I'm going to rasterize them. Oh, sorry, this is rasterized already. I'm going to rasterize this. So let me clean the unwanted places here, and I'll click on my layer mask to clean the unwanted parts here. Now let me make sure it is placed. This is the background color, but I need the foreground color to be at the top, which is black. So I'm going to clean the unwanted spaces here. Oh, sorry, I didn't know I was selecting the other one. So let's just clean quickly. So after cleaning this, I'm going to do the same thing to this picture as well. So I'm going to clean the sharp edges as well. I'm going to clean this part because I don't need to do this. I'm going to put it up. So, oh, I did select. That is it. When you don't select the layer marks that you created, you intend to paint your job instead of cleaning off, erasing the part you don't want. Now it's going to be erasing the part I don't want. So this is great. Now I'm going to put this here and as well resize it a bit. So I'm going to place it here. Now I'm going to merge the two together. Right click then merge, or you press Ctrl E. That's another shortcut, Ctrl E. So here I'm going to change them to black and white. I'm going to add this black and white to it here and create a clipping mask on it. How do you create a clipping mask? You can right click here and create a clipping mask through this part, or you click on this icon here and it will affect the picture you want it to affect. Now the next thing, change the create change the I'm going to change the blending option of this image to overlay, and this is where I'm going to do that. So overlay, and then I'm going to reduce it a bit. It looks too harsh. I think 64 is okay. Now the next thing to do quickly is just to add my to add this wavy cloth, to add this wavy cloth. If you want to get this wavy cloth, you can get it online. You can type wavy cloth and it will bring it out for you on Google. So it will bring it out for you on Google. So I'm going to manipulate this to the way I want it. Actually, you can see I'm resizing it, and I think it's better this way for me. And I'm going to make it look flat a bit, and also do it this way. Okay, I can also increase this image just to make it look nice. All right, now this also, I'm going to give this wavy cloth a blend option, which is luminosity. Now that's it. So luminosity is what I want to give it. Now the next thing is to bring in my image. I'm going to bring in my image down here. This is the pictures I'm going to be using, the image of the ministers and the guest speaker. So I'm going to add the two. Now let me bring in the guest speaker as well. So this is quite okay. Let me flip it and see what happens here. All right. Okay. Now I'm actually zooming out. I'm zooming out to see if my image are well placed and okay if it is correct. Now let me zoom in back. Let me zoom in back for the sake of everyone. Um, After the okay, then I'll place this behind to see if it's actually all right. Okay, this is cool. This is great. I love it. Okay, so most times you can make your image the presenter or the host bigger than the guest. That is the appropriate way most times. Or we leverage them, but add the name, add their title. Is it the convener or the host? So for differentiate the to differentiate them. So if you're designing a church flyer, note that. So I'm going to edit the image. This looks kind of light and this is kind of maybe edited. Let me say that because I've edited it before. I've used it for a flyer before. So now let me just go to my camera raw filter to actually edit this. So I'm going to increase the texture very much, like then the clarity as well. Then reduce the black, but when I'm reducing the black on camera it intends to give it more black. That is, so I'll increase the shadow to give me more details of his face. Yeah, increase the light, increase the highlight. Now I'm going to click on OK, but I'm not satisfied yet. I would have to do this again for it to look like this mass picture here, like for these two image to look kind of sharp. So for this image to look as sharp as this, you can see I can see some sharp areas, and that is what I want. So I'm going to go back to camera raw filter again and repeat that. So I'm going to repeat that and increase it, but this time I'm not going to increase it too much. I'm not going to increase it too much. But when I said I've gotten my what I want, okay, this is great. Now you can see that they are now both sharp. They are both sharp. But at the same time, I'll be erasing some part because I don't. I would. Uh, it will be well. It will be okay if it looks like this. So I'm going to erase some parts, creating a layer mask. So I'm going to clean up some unwanted parts here of the pastor's image. Okay, fine. The same to this as well. Now the two image I want them to look alike. So what do I do? At this point I would group this, I would duplicate this image. Then what I'm going to do is after duplicating the original file, I'm going to group it and I'll call it, I would name them artist artist. Okay, I just choose that name. You can give it your own name or what you would use and identify them, and you can also make a color of this to red, so you know that this is your original color. So now I'm going to together merge them together. Now after merging them, I'll come to my color filter, my photo filter, and click on and create a clipping mask on them and actually do this. I'll actually increase, so just to give it the same look actually. So this is cool. This is cool. If I do this too much, you see what will happen, but I think it's okay for me at this point. So now the next thing to do here is to create another shadow, or to cover this with a color I just need to make a dark color here, just to make sure um it gives me the details of so many things I'll be adding to it at the end. So I've created a new layer, then I'll pick my brush, then brush through this part, the dark. Sorry, okay, I didn't select that already. I didn't select that before. Let me do that, and I'll be pasting it here. So I'll click OK, then brush on them. I'm gonna brush on this way. All right. Actually, this is fine. If it needs any adjustment, I'll do that. So the next thing now is to bring in the next subject. I'm gonna bring the praise in, and place it here. Okay, I think this better. I'm placing it here. Now this image looks small. I need to make it bigger. Yeah, it looks small. It looks small. And so okay, we didn't hide this image, so it's quite okay this way. Now I can also reduce the size of this image. Okay, something just happened. Okay, all right. I can resize the image this way, so it's not pushing out that much. I'll just need to add vibrance to it. Clip it here, increase the vibrance a bit and saturation a bit. All right, you can see I added 4 saturation. I felt it's okay. So the next part here is to just write the next thing, which is adding the theme to it. So praise fair, I'm going to add the fair to it. So I'm going to paste it here and change the color to white. Now paste fair is ready. Okay, now make sure that it's a tiny one. Make sure you are using the tiny, and the font here is just orthographia. So autograph, I'm using the tiny one. Now I want to give it an effect. It looks dull to me, it looks flat, but I need to give it an effect. What will I do? I will need to add to blur to I will duplicate it, then I will blur um one of the text to make it glow. So what am I trying to do? I just need a glow effect on that text. So just like this, you can have it in 22.2. That's okay, and that's fine, no problem. So I'm still going to add some more much things to it, but let me go back to the top and add the logo of the church. I need to add the logo of the church. Sometimes you don't start we sometimes we start our design from different angles. Now let's just and I started with the background and ended with what Abi come up with the image and the artist next, and sometimes I can come up with the logo and the name of the church first. So it depends on how the flow comes. So you just need to flow with it, and there's no one way to achieve any design. There's no one way. So the next thing I'm going to add here is and mind you, I didn't save, and that's a bad habit. You need to save your job just to be secured. Let me save this as a church flyer. So I'm going to save this as Hope Church flyer flyer. All right, now I'm going to add the church logo. At this point, there's a church logo. Now the church logo has some other parts that I don't want, so I'm going to rasterize this logo, then take my magic eraser to erase the unwanted part. I'm going to erase this as well. All right, and then resize it to my um actually my satisfaction. Now you might be seeing that I'm not using my what's it called ruler here. I sometimes, when you are used to stuff, you know how to set it that it look accurate. But let me just, for the sake of those who do not know how to create a guideline for your in each job, so this is the way you go to your view and come down to your new layer, your new guide layer quickly. So I'm going to do this snappy. So just have your number as one, put up your column as well, make it one. Then your margin, you can have it 200, or you say 190, just 190 or 200, anyone can just copy and paste, tab and paste, then tab and paste, then tab and paste, and fine, we are good. Can you see? So our workspace won't walk out of this part, so anything we are doing will be inside this part. So now the name of the church, I'm going to bring that in. So I'm going to copy the name of the church is Oops Oops Gate. So, and the font I'll be using for this is called Poppins, not autographer. Poppins. So I think I'll be using the semi bold. Now the semi bold is quite okay for me. Yeah. So reduce the size and paste the church name. Now I'll bring this down. Okay, the semi code is quite okay, but I think I need the church name to be more thick. Let me go for bold. Yeah. Okay, bold is quite okay. All right, the next thing to bring here is just the choir is the one celebrating this praise fair. So we'll be having Church Gates Choir present. So the next font I'll be using is Alligate. Everything is in my description, Alligate signature. So for the sake of time, I'll just have to do this, and as well make give more details on every stuff I do. So, and then the description below has all the whole details of everything I'm going to be doing here. So be rest assured you are safe. So the next thing here is just to put the present. I'm going to add present, and the present is going to take a different font. So sorry, the same font, but I'll be changing the font type and the size, and I will reduce the size of the font. I think it's too light. Medium is better, and I'll increase the size like this and reduce the size. The keying will just be different. I think this is better. I need to still increase it. All right, this is cool. This is cool. So present. Now I'll be adding another stuff here, which is the first year anniversary. So quickly, the first year anniversary. I'll be adding that here. So my the first year, let me resize it and bring it to the top. So it's the first year anniversary, so I'll have to add it here. All right, this is cool. Now the st, also because it's first, I actually did this. Now this is a mock-up, or in case you don't know, or let's say those one who are not familiar with what we call mock-up, this is a 3D text mock-up, code mock-up, and I'll be sure giving us a tutorial on how to use this. I know some people are familiar with it, but for the sake of those who are not familiar, there are some other manipulations we do with this. Some people don't know. We don't just Sometimes I don't just use what they do. I intend to add or to remove some things just to give it what I want. Do you understand? So I'll be giving a tutorial on this as well. So just stay back, watch, and make sure you guys subscribe. Please do subscribe. Click the subscription button and put on the notification button so that you'll be aware about any tutorial I drop. So I'll be adding the next stuff here. But we've done the choir present the first year. So first year is already done. Let me just copy the choir's Thanksgiving service. So I've done that. I would just have to duplicate this image here and paste it here. I just have that added now this way, and this way. All right. Okay. As you can see, that has been done already. I'm going to resize it. So and add it here. I'm going to resize and add it here. So it's clear that this is a first year anniversary, first year choir anniversary. So my background is kind of still conflicting with it. I will reduce it a bit. All right. Okay. Now um let's just add the year to it at this down part, and the font I'll be using is just the Oligate. Oh, I'll be using this font. I'll be using this font, and I'll type year. Yeah, I'm going to increase the size as well. So this is where I felt I should just have my first year rating. So that is cool. Now, the next part we are going is just to add the date and address and location. You understand? The address and the time, the venue. You understand? So let me just click on my save button to be safe. Please note, be safe when you are safe when you click on the save button on on your keyboard, so as not to lose your job, because this you've passed through a lot of stress, so you don't want to lose out. So let's just get to the next thing. I'm going to be adding the address here. Now, the address, um, I'm going to be using something here. I'm going to be using this stuff, and I just needed one out of this. So I'm going to be using this. I'm going to cut out this, and I'm going to be using this part for my address. So, all right. Now, if you can, as you can see, this looks nice. It looks somehow. It's not yet done. How do I put it? It doesn't look befitting, but I need to manipulate this. I need to just do some one or two touches. So I'll be giving this a color overlay, which is white, not this color, which is white. Now, when I give it the overlay, I notice this part is sharp and this place looks nice, but I want everything to look nice all together. So if this is rough, this should be rough. So I just have to make some few touches on this part. So at this point, I'll just do this here. I'll do this here. I'll be doing some few stuff that would make it look like okay. Oh, oh, that went. That didn't go. That is this thing. I don't know what is happening here. All right. Okay. Let me do this gradually. I think that is what it was. I will do this gradually. Okay. So I want to make a rough edge just like the way it was on the other side. So I'm going to delete this part. Okay. If this guy can see, uh, let me just make that same. This place look nice, but I need to clear some parts here. So don't mind me if I'm going to be skipping this part just to make sure it looks nice. All right. Okay, I think it's cool. I don't need to skip this. So is it placed at the middle? All right, cool. This is cool right there. This is cool. This is cool. I'll be adding the address of the church to this part. Okay, let me add the address of the church. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. Let me add the church address here and paste them here. I'm using poppins, and this is okay. Let me just put this to 20 and bring it in. Let's reduce it to 15, and this is cool. All right. Well, I need to change the color to black, or to this color. Actually, let me select this, and I hope my image is not placed below. Okay. I noticed it's not showing, so I think it is placed below, unknown to me. So this is the address. Now I'm going to add a social media icon of a location icon to this, and this is the icon. I'm going to rasterize it and take my eraser to just to peep to clean your wanted part. Oh, I think this there's an issue here. Okay, all right, I've done the correction. I'm also going to reduce it. I'm going to resize it rather, and place it here. Oh, let me lock this down. Sometimes it's very okay for you to lock down your background most times, just to be able to work, to have a free flow of work. So I'm going to place this back here, change the color overlay to not white but this color, and fine, that's it. So after I'm done here, now I'll be adding some other stuff. Mind you, I haven't added the pastor's name and the guest speaker. I have not added their name. So let's just quickly add this and go back to that. So I'll be adding some few shapes here that would show the date and time. Show the date and time. So I'll be giving them red, then giving it a round curve edge, not a sharp one. I don't want a sharp edge. Okay. And also I will have to make it look a little bit bigger. All right, let me add an effect to it. Oh, sorry, I'll be adding an effect to it. I'll be giving it an inner glow and outer glow. So this for the inner glow, just leave your inner glow at 84, let's say 85, and your outer glow, you can just come here directly and click on outer glow. When you click on it, you see your size is 40. Just maintain that size, your opacity 35, and you're good to go. So I'll duplicate this and place it here. I'll place it here. All right. So the next is just to add the date and time. So this is the date, and the font I'll be using for this is called uh, uh, I'll be using Akira Expanded. I'll be using Akira Expanded. So Akira Expanded. This is font. Oh, my color. I can't find the image. I think I painted it. Okay. All right. Hope you guys are following, and make sure you follow this tutorial to the end so you won't miss any part. So just drop this here. I still need to work on it. I'll reduce the tracking. Now increase the size so it will be bold. Yeah, so people reading it from a far distance will be able to get what is there. So this is quite okay. Now I'll duplicate this to the next side, and the program start by 9 p.m. 9 a.m. rather, 9 a.m. prompt. So I'll increase the size of the time. So then duplicate it, then type in my prompt. Now reduce the size of the prompt. All right, this is quite cool. And then make sure I'm doing this to resize it. I think I'm cool now. Now the last thing to do, just to save time, the last thing to do is to add the pastor's name and the hosts. Okay, now keep saving. Save to be safe. Save your document to be safe. All right. Uh, and don't forget to subscribe. Now I'll be adding the name of the pastors and the name of the host. You can see I have them here already. So I'll be adding them to this. The name of the pastor, I'll be copying it down there. So I'll change the font name to Poppins. Let me select my Poppins back and increase to this semi bold and paste. Now um all right, I'll be doing this. uh, so I'll be skipping this part, please. I'll be skipping this part to just make sure we get something done quickly. I should believe you guys saw what I did here. I actually added the pastor's name and the guest speaker name, and the font used is still the same font. I'll Oligate and Oligate and um, Oligate and Poppies rather. So Yeah, so I think this cool. This is cool. Now the last thing to be added here, it is the light. I need to add some light here to give it some effect. Like it's a praise, though I need to add instrument, but not all the whole time. I think I have an image, background image that is showing that this is a praise concert already. So what I just need to add is to have some. I just feel like adding some light to it. So let's add up the light. So this light will be adding, and I'll be slanting it as well. So and I'll have the blend mode as screen or the screen or light. This is screen or light. Let's see. I think lighting is better, and let's just have this replaced here and flipped as well, and just do this. Okay, sorry, I didn't increase that. So this is cool. This is cool at this point, and this is this is just everything. And you guys, please make sure you follow the steps to get this done this way. Make sure you follow the steps. So I'll be making the shadow. I'll be working on the shadow now. I'll be working on the shadow. I'll be adding curve adjustment to it just to make the shadow look more darker. It's too light for my sake. So and as well I'm going to touch the picture. I'm going to touch the artist, the I'm going to touch these images here because it looks somehow light. I'm just going to give it a final touch to make it look bright, and also the praise. So let's see, giving it this, and so okay, to give it. All right, this looks nice from afar. Okay, let me bring it closer. So let me also just add some vibrance to my text here. The good text so to look nice. Adding it to it already alone, and some little bit of saturation. Oh, I'm adding it to the fair. I wanted to add it to this, not the fair. So let me delete. I can see that it's not affecting it. That's why I stopped. So let me add it to it back again. All right, and the saturation a bit. So here we come to the final of the flyer design. Now this part as is showing, you can just adjust it by taking your brush, create a layer mask, take your brush too, and make sure your foreground color is set to black, and you erase the sharp edges. You can reduce the flow of your brush, and erase the sharp edges. So sorry, okay, create a creeping mask. So yeah, I can see it's not affecting it. Erase the sharp edges. So that is that. And that is, we've come to the end of today's tutorial. Just let me know in the comment section if you actually gained something or not. I believe you guys have gained a lot. You guys have gained a lot today. So try, yeah, this is it. I just added a curve layer to my image and look at before and after, and this is quite okay. It makes their face looks more sharp. So please make sure you subscribe, make sure you like and comment, and also very important, share this tutorial. It's very important. All right, see you in the next class. Goodbye.